Hi, my name is Akhil.
And I'm Maya, and we
are
are Harry Tinkers.
and welcome to our channel. So today's episode is about Nainital. So we basically went to Jim Corbett, and we actually did not have a mindset of actually going to Nainital, but it's one of our friends who suggested you can basically visit over there,
And we had 2 spare days, so we thought let's go and visit Nainital as well. And
Exactly.
I think it was one of the best decisions we took of going to that place, even though Nainital is a commercialized place, but it's still a lot of things to do in one day in Nainital.
Yeah. From Jim Corbett, it took around 2 hours for us to reach Nainital. It was around like 65 kilometers for us to reach the place. So Nainital, I think I would say just before how the lake or whatever it been famous for. But this place was actually found by British during the colonization time frame, and during 1841 is what it has been found out. And this is basically one of the hill resort areas for during the colonization time frame. And this place was dedicated especially for really good colleges and schools. And still there are 3 or 4 colleges that still being continued from those time frames as well.
So Nainital got its name from the Naina Devi temple and the lake, Naini Lake. So Nain means eye and Tal means lake.
Yeah, so when you view the lake, the Nainital lake from top, you would actually see in the shape of the eye.
So the temple is also one of the Shakti Peeths, one among the 108 Shakti Peeths in India. Naina Devi temple is a place where the eyes of goddess Sati falls when her corpse was being carried by Lord Shiva. So it's a must-visit temple as it's located near the Nainital lake, and as such the temple is very beautiful and has heritage value also. So if you are visiting Nainital, you must visit this temple.
And so as Maya said, so the temple is basically at the entrance of the lake. And if you want to go for the boating, it is basically there is an entry fees of 100 rupees. But what we did is like we actually this is basically for half a distance.
Yeah.
If you want to cover full distance, then they will ask for another 100 rupees. So we paid around 200 rupees to do the entire cover of the lake.
And it was a really good experience. I mean, so there were motorboats as well, but we preferred the manual row boat because that is more sustainable
and friendly as well, eco-friendly as well. And another interesting point is you can see really big fishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the lake is very, very clean. Even though there are so many tourists coming on an everyday basis, the lake is very, very clean.
Yeah.
वो इतनी बड़ी मूर्ति है जो ऑरेंज कलर की दिख रही है अंदर,
जैसे पत्थर नीचे है वैसे ही खाली चट्टान तो मूर्ति है।
अच्छा अच्छा,
फुल कवर ഇതാണോ?
अच्छा पहले से बना हुआ था।
वीडियो ले आता है।
नहीं आप पीछे पकड़ो, आपके हाथ में लग जाएगी। किधर पकड़ो? यहाँ यहाँ जी, इसी पकड़ो जी।
One is going front, one is going back.
ये तो फिर भी नहीं रहा।
और आगे डेप्थ ज्यादा है क्या वहाँ पे?
ना
एक ही जितना गहरा है क्या हर जगह?
गहराई सेंटर में ज़्यादा है।
वहाँ पे ज्यादा है क्या?
हाँ?
वहाँ पे ज्यादा है क्या?
ना सबसे आप ज़्यादा गहरा वो मंदिर के सामने है।
अच्छा
the Tibetan market that you have and the really amazing food that you get inside the Tibetan market, especially the momos and the chow mein.
So there's a specific shop called Sonam Fast Food which you need to go. The restaurants which are in front of Naina Devi temple, we would suggest don't go there because it's too commercialized. The food is crappy.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. It's just there.
Yeah, but a lot of people visit in those stores. But I think the best places that you can actually have food, really good food, and less expensive would be inside the Tibetan market, near the entrance, not near the Devi temple.
So in the Tibetan market, you can also buy a lot of winter wear because the quality of the products are really good. And if you are somebody who is keen in visiting colder places, this place is really good to get some winter wear.
Yeah. It's so since it's called the Tibetan market, you actually get it at a very cheaper price.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say cheap, but comparatively the quality of the material is really good, as Maya rightly pointed out. For that, the amount of money that you're spending would be, and of course you would have to bargain. It's there's nothing into it. You have to bargain and get a cheaper price, whatever. I think one of the unique things about Nainital that if I want to tell,
Let's talk about food right now.
it's food. So you really get different varieties of food. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, you get the Tibetan unique foods like momos and chow mein and all those other varieties that you get. You also get the other aspects like sweets and snacks that you get. And one such place that we have been to is, especially for jalebi, is the Naina Jaleba bhandar. And
it's very famous for its lota jalebi. So the batter of the jalebi is actually put in a lota, and then the jalebi is made. And the jalebi is so crunchy and like so nice. And it's served with curd.
Yeah.
This is the first time we have had jalebi with curd, and it was really amazing.
And I would say this has been the standard of the jalebi has like gone really, really high for this because of this. And I think we have not tasted any such jalebis ever till date.
Yeah, and the owner is also very friendly, and he actually showed us how he makes the jalebi with the lota, and he is also an artist in a theatre.
Yeah.
Hello.
And another place that we went is Mahalakshmi Sweets, where you get amazing samosas.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was really nice. So our breakfast for the day was the jalebi and samosa, and then just besides that there is a small shop where you can buy gazak. So people who like gazak can buy it from there. So because we stay in South India, we usually don't get gazak from there in South India. So we bought like very different varieties of gazak from the same shop.
Yeah. So these two places or three places that Maya has mentioned is in a place called Bada bazaar. It's written in Bara bazaar, but it's pronounced as Bada bazaar. And
Most of the shops are there only. If you want to buy some grains or something from the marketplace, you can buy it from there. So we were again craving of having Kumaoni thali because the last which we had was in Kasar kitchen, which was in Windsor. But then we found out this place called Shiva's restaurant where they serve authentic Kumaoni thali. You guys can try it there. It is really very nice.
And also, there is this place called Sakleys cafe where you can actually get really good, pastries as well. But this is basically opposite of the Nainital Lake. Another point that we would have to tell you is all of these places, wherever that we went, we actually walked.
Yeah.
The reason being, there is an entry and exit fees they take. I don't think an exit fees they generally take, but each time that you enter
the city, you need to pay that.
You need to pay a lump sum amount. So we wanted to avoid it because it doesn't make any sense, because the parking is a really big pain in the city. and due to which we had to park the car, and then we actually did a lot of walking. But I would say it's really nice.
We were walking uphill, downhill, and every place was a walkable distance only.
Yes.
Everything is nearby only, near the lake. So we didn't require any transportation as such over there. And there are small rickshaws also over there. If you don't want to walk and just take the transportation, then prefer a rickshaw because the roads are very narrow and there are a lot of people on the road.
Lot of you. You can also visit Bhimtal and Sattall. It's not as commercialized as Nainital, but you can still prefer visiting it. But I wouldn't suggest you. But on the way to
Nainital is the biggest lake, and
it's really beautiful. So.
Yeah, and you get boating services and all that in Bhimtal and Sattall also. But we would say, if you have visited Nainital, there's no need to visit Bhimtal and Sattall.
You can spend rest of the time for doing something else.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
And if you like our video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.